Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer. And today's reading will be asking spirit to reveal a truth that you need to hear right now. All right, so this is a timeless reading. Whenever you click on this video, the message was meant to find you, and spirit wants to reveal this truth to you. So kind of like, what do you need to hear right now? But it is a truth that's being revealed. First option, you have this moonstone wand. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you could see the shimmer. Option number 2 is this beautiful wand right here. Option number 3 is this beautiful wand right here. So you have option 1, 2, or 3 to choose from, and feel free to pause the video, and whichever option you're intuitively guided towards will have the message for you. Now, if you are drawn to more than one pile, it could mean that there are several truths in different aspects of your life Spirit is wanting to bring to your attention. Again, of course, if you're not drawn to the pile, don't feel obligated. And yeah, you can select from the timestamp in the description box or in the pinned comment, and it will take you directly to your pick. So I will see you at your pick. Hi friends, you picked pile number 1, this beautiful moonstone wand right here. Absolutely love moonstone. I love the iridescence in this stone. You pick pile number 1. So what does this mean? Well, moonstone is all about intuition and healing. So it is also allowing oneself to heal spiritually, physically, emotionally, and allow for new beginnings. So that's quite interesting. Let's take a look at your message here to see what Spirit wants to communicate. Now, this is a truth in which Spirit is wanting you to know today. Timeless reading. So let's see what truth is being revealed to you. Answer the call, explore, travel, and live. Interesting. We have the monster within, internal struggle, personal challenges, and wanting to improve with the number 25. We have a wolf, and then she's playing a violin, and in the background we see the moon. Okay. We have coffin with the number 19 or the number 10. We have 37, number 10 again, celebrating the world's diversity. Looks like an abstract dove. All right. We have relationship with a dolphin and an angel. All right. We have manifest, dream deep and ask for what you want. Wow, we have Alioth, and it says Alioth is a white star 4 times larger than our sun, with the mass 3 times greater. It is the brightest star in the Great Bear constellation, one of the most famous constellations in the Northern Hemisphere. With 6 other stars, it traces the shape of the Big Dipper, the 3rd star from the left in the photo. Well, I can't see much of anything in this photo, but 4 times larger than our sun. That's crazy. That's really crazy. All right, so we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. 21 with gifts. Look at gifts coming out twice. I possess gifts of the soul. 21 gifts, or the number 3 gifts. All right. And we have 33 with purity and ice. Purity and ice. And we have manifesteer with creation. Interesting, we have manifest right here as well. I'm seeing these cards as you guys see them. We have fire with transmutation and purification. Wow, purity and ice, purification with fire, fire and ice. Isn't that something? We have hunter of mysteries. Hunter of mysteries. Put that right there. And we have retrograde with review, number 15 or the number 6. And we have sulfur with the number 24 or the number 6 coming out again. Now, I did not pull any tarot decks to use, and I normally have them ready, and I want some tarot, so let me see. I think I will use these here. All right, so we have justice and spirit saying to put them upright. We have the 5 of wands, and we also have temperance. So 2 major arcana cards coming out here. Okay. Beautiful pile number 1. The truth that spirit wants you to hear right now. So it appears to me like you've definitely been in a challenging internal battle, I feel here. And I feel like it's more about yourself than it is about anything else that's around you. But I feel like it is impacting your ability to allow yourself the gift of enjoying other people's presence. Allow yourself to enjoy relationships, and allow yourself to just allow yourself to be free. I feel here a lot of internal conflict, but I feel like the truth that is being revealed here is that I feel like after all of this review and after all of this sort of an energy, you are now being called to really understand the impact that you have in bringing towards you your own reality, what it is that you're bringing towards for yourself. Because I feel like up until this point, you might have been really impacting your surroundings in a negative way just by the energy that you were honing within you that might have been doubtful, might have been hesitant, might have been indecisive, might have been just seeing a lot of conflict, but I feel like it was all stemming from within. And I feel like there's this acceptance of who you are, and there's also this energy here that wherever you were blocked or stuck or not allowing yourself to move forward, I feel like you are now allowing yourself the freedom to move forward and the freedom to explore what this looks like. And it is welcoming in relationships and people specifically that you might have been a little closed off to. I feel like there's a lot of fear stemmed from some place within you that maybe, I don't know if you guys are clear about where it generated from, but it was holding you back, and it was impacting your relationships and what you were bringing forward in your life. I feel like this has come to an end, or is coming to an end, because I feel there is something here you're trying to bring in. For some of you guys, it could be a relationship, it could be something else here, but I feel like there's almost an explosion of release of this weight, this release of being so held back or being really confined to your thought or your conflict, your internal conflict. I see like an internal challenge here. So I think it built up, built up, built up, built up, and it almost just, yeah, needed to be released and explode. I feel like wherever there were blocks or where you were emotionally, I feel this is more like allowing your emotions to be expressed. And I feel like wherever you were blocked or held back or controlled or restricted because of the buildup or pent up energy you had inside, it kind of had to transform this blockage or this pent up energy into fuel to generate momentum here that you're having. I feel like there's an end to whatever suffering that you've been going through when it comes to your own internal self and how you've been able to manage so far. And I do feel like there is something here, you wanting something about what you're trying to manifest here is really grand. I feel like it is something that you have to I feel like there is realization that you have to be in a certain type of energy, or you have to embrace or encompass some sort of energy vibration in order to bring this in. But I feel like you have to be present and some sort of action you're needing to take here. And I feel like you recognize this in order to get or gain momentum in this thing. So it's almost like you had to fast track your healing, and you had to show up or come up in a way that I don't think you were very comfortable with. Let's see if we could see some more about what this could all be about, because I feel like this is really what's generating your release here. But I feel like you've been in this energy for quite some time, even previous to you knowing what it is you want to manifest here. I just feel like maybe this has given you some perspective in regards to how you've been held back or why you've been held back. I don't even know if you guys know why so much as to understanding that this has to be a release in order for you to gain whatever you're trying to gain here. Spirit, for pile number 1, can we see a little bit more about what they're trying to manifest here? Oh my gosh, Sun, happiness, joy, contentment, clarity, the 2 of Swords. Spirit saying to leave it in reverse. 2 of Swords. And what else, Spirit? What else for pile number 1? This one here. We have the 7 of Swords. Your indecision, your lack of movement, your lack of not understanding or having information but needing to do something here, your lack of movement was self-sabotaging. And I feel like wherever you were trying to be hidden, you're now magnifying a light, or at least it's being identified. But I don't feel like it's being revealed to people around you. I just feel like it's being revealed to yourself. Like you're now understanding the impact you have on your own thoughts and your own ability to self-sabotage, and your own lack of forward action is impacting your happiness. And also there's clarity around how you've been maybe thinking that you're helping yourself, but it's really a hindrance, or has been a hindrance. Beautiful sunflowers here. This isn't talking to me about what you're trying to manifest, and this could just be it. Now you're manifesting a different type of an energy here, an energy of providing clarity to yourself, and an energy of manifesting and understanding that maybe in many areas you've been self-sabotaging or your own worst enemy is kind of what I'm picking up here. Let's ask again and see, like, what are you trying to manifest here? And maybe, like I said, that could be just what you're manifesting is a big change here, because this is what this moonstone is really about. And it's like healing your spiritual side and your emotional health and your physical body here to allow yourself to go into the new. So it's like you're preparing for the new you. You're preparing for the new you. Yeah. Spirit, what is pile number 1 trying to manifest here, or what will they manifest as a result of this? We have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. And I am feeling this one as well. So we got lots here. Let's see, because I don't think I have a lot of room. 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. And what is this? This is the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is a situation where there was a lot of conflict, and I feel like it was, again, stemming from you, or at least this is how it's appearing. So you might have been in a situation here, and I do feel there were others involved, or at least another, and it may have just not gone the way you wanted, but I feel like there was an overwhelming feeling, a carrying of a burden that I feel like you just couldn't no more, or you couldn't maintain in the same conflict and the same mental dialogue. And I feel like you had to heal or pull away or review, and you couldn't press forward. I feel like there's something about being held back or not being able to challenge something here in order for you to recognize growth of something for the future for yourself. But what that would require is working with another, or opening yourself up to working with another. So I feel like whatever patterns or habitual ways of being almost had to come to an end, because it was overwhelmingly getting in the way of you manifesting. This is a manifestation card, a new beginning, and manifesting something here. We have manifest here and the manifestor. You would have to be the manifestor of your own reality. And in order to do that, you'd have to work or show up to work with another. You'd have to collaborate and cooperate and not be in a 7 of Swords / 5 of Swords type energy. But I feel like, yeah, there was no more ability for you to fight for something here. I feel like it came to an end as well, or what you wanted to fight for was greatly impacted by your own inability, or so you're presenting here, inability to align yourself in a way that was going to allow something to manifest in a positive way for you, which I think was kind of like a reality check of sorts. So what you're manifesting here is definitely a change in how you go about presenting yourself. I feel like there's no longer a held back type energy, or a recognition that you can no longer maintain some sort of held back energy in order for you to work with another, to manifest something for your own future within this partnership. And it could be multiple people around you, but I feel like you had to take this experience in order to make something happen here. I feel like it's been a painful process, but I feel like the results are bigger. The reward is much bigger than what it is you've had to face here. So I feel like you've been able to weigh out the challenge here. Let's see if there's anything further Spirit wants to communicate about this truth that is being revealed to you. What further does pile number 1? Because I mean, like, I don't know, you guys might already be aware of this. So I'm not sure what is being revealed so much, but let's see, Spirit, what is being revealed for pile number 1? And maybe you guys aren't aware of this, but this is kind of coming up now for you. So what truth is being revealed for pile number 1? We have the Page of Pentacles, Wow, you guys are really in a manifesting type mode here. Yeah. Judgment in reverse, Spirit. Yeah, so leave it as it comes out. Okay, and then the Five of Swords coming out again in reverse. Oh, one more card. One more card. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to clarify Judgment. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So it's Spirit is showing here, I'm getting the same energy from this gift as I am from this Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're wanting to or having to step forward with an offer of a manifestation here to make something happen. I think you have to step forward and you have to release yourself from some sort of block or inability to move forward, which I think was a challenge to offer something. To make something happen here. And again, I do feel like it's something big, but I feel like there's something here about, with Judgment, this is all about dealing in truths and reviewing our past actions and situations that have happened in the past in order to make a conclusion and start new. But I feel like something about this being in reverse, I think Spirit is really wanting you to be aware of not repeating or falling back into the same types of cycles here at some point. And this Nine of Pentacles is the opposite feeling I was getting from that Three of Pentacles. This is falling back on self. This is, no need to involve anyone else. This is a independence card, successful on your own, single, successful, independent, whereas the Three of Pentacles is like how we collaborate and show up and work with others and allow others into our space to build something greater than you or they could build on their own, whereas this is like your own self building your own empire. So I feel like there's still some hanging on to this sort of a thing, which may get in the way of working together to build something here. So I feel like there's a realization of you needing to step forward, make an offer, or at least you're the manifester of what you're bringing into your world. But then there's some sort of hanging on to some sort of independence here. And I feel like what was causing this conflict with the Five of Swords is a strong need of independence here, which may cause conflicting energies here, not only for the people involved, but I feel like mental conflict here within yourself again, because I do feel this is self. It's like there's a need to release what that looks like, because you might be perceiving, or you might be kind of used to a Nine of Pentacles type energy here, which is your own independence, your own ability to be alone and work alone and successful alone. But we see here with this Two of Pentacles, not only am I feeling like working with another in this card specifically, and you having to choose that option, do I stand alone and do I work alone, or do I choose to work with another here, I feel. But this being in reverse, I feel like what Spirit's really saying is, in order to allow yourself to work with another and allow yourself to accept any sort of future manifestations that I feel you're wanting to bring in for yourself when it comes to working with or some sort of partnership here, some sort of building something here. Spirit is saying the only way to do this is to recognize that being in a Nine of Pentacles causes conflict and challenge and will get in the way of this working out. It causes conflict and it won't allow for a partnership to move forward. I feel like you might not fully understand how yet to break away from this Nine of Pentacles, but I feel like there is an acknowledgement that you're having to step outside of your comfort zone to manifest something here. But there is a habit or a continual way of being that causes conflict internally and also causes conflict within relationship specifically, that prevents there from being a balanced give and take. So you might be very closed off out of habit and maybe unaware of how much this is impacting. Although I do feel like there's realization that it impacts the relationship, I feel like what's not really realized is how do you then, you know, break away from that or recognize this as something that is really impacting the progress here of connection. So yeah, because I feel like there's a strong desire to manifest. There's also something coming to an end within you. And I think what's coming to an end within you is, I don't feel like previous to this, you'd be in an energy to encompass a sort of a Page of Pentacles, which is communicating to another here your desire to want to manifest something and work with someone and build something here, because I feel like that alone is stretching you outside of some sort of frozen state that you've been in. But further review as to how you're held back by your own independence might be challenging the situation. All right, so yeah, this is what I see. Let's just see if Spirit wants to give you any advice here. Any further advice before we move on to the next pile. All right, so thank you so much, Spirit. Can we get some advice here for pile number 1? What is some advice for pile number 1 in this experience? What is some advice? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Oops, that one went flying. All right, so yes, justice. So we saw the double J's. We saw judgment. Now we're seeing justice, and justice is upright. Justice. Temperance coming out again. Both of these were the first 2 cards out when we first did your reading there. And then the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So what Spirit is really saying is you're really wanting balance, and you're really wanting to heal from wherever you might need healing. I feel like there's a want and a willingness. I feel there's also maybe a fear of things becoming imbalanced very quickly, and you being on the losing end for some reason here. And I feel like that's holding you back. Like you feel like somehow things will be imbalanced, or what if things become imbalanced, or what happens if I lose control, or what happens if, yeah, that sort of a thing. And then you get stuck in that mental loop because you feel like when it involves another, or if you're allowing yourself to work with another or involve yourself to open up in some way, vulnerability exposes you to being let down or at a loss of something here. So I think what Spirit is saying is that sometimes we're up and sometimes we are down, and that is the nature of us growing independently, but it is also expanding a connection here in which there is no way to really grow and expand in a connection if we're not willing to be vulnerable and allow things to unfold. And sometimes things are up and down, but it is kind of cyclical in the way of life. Like maybe some days we're down or we lose, and some days we win. It's kind of like the tide, or kind of like the seasons, you know, like we might experience sadness or loss, but loss is only temporary because then the happiness comes. So I feel like there's a heavy weight you have here on not wanting to lose at all, or not wanting to experience something at all in a consistent balance. But a balance, what Spirit is saying, is the fact that there is imbalance either which way on any given day. So you could experience hurt, but then you can also experience happiness. And if you are experiencing hurt or something of that nature, like rest assured you will get out of that state at some point. It's not a consistent thing. So there is a need for flow, a need to accept pain, but also a need to understand when you are experiencing pain that the sun will come out again and the joy will come out again, and know that the flip side is also experiencing the same thing you are. So it's not really about winning or losing. It's about this balanced dance which brings healing. And I feel the more flow and allowance for whatever kind of happens without trying to control here. I feel like the heart heals. And Spirit's really saying surrender here. This Nine of Wands in reverse, this is not about having a guard or needing to be, feeling like we're fighting alone. This is like surrendering to allowing ourselves to feel pain if we need to, but also know that we're also opening the door to feel joy. And that's the only way to really fully accept joy, is to fully accept being vulnerable, and that we may be allowing pain to come in at the same time. There's a need to surrender is what Spirit's really saying here, okay? And I do feel like you surrender with the Ten of Wands we were seeing in reverse, because I think you could not know more, but I think what that did was trigger you to want to move forward with some sort of offer, some sort of manifestation here. But I think what Spirit's saying is don't let this fall short, because you might be blindsided and still not quite allowing yourself to see the other side of this. So you might hit another roadblock here where you feel you've released, you feel the change, you feel where the block might be melted a bit, and so there's movement, but then you may fall short or hit a block here, because in order to fully gain this momentum, the whole realization has to take place here that, you may experience what you're not wanting to experience here. And that was the fear that was holding you back, was you didn't want to experience it. But in order for you to experience the flip side of it, you are needing to be exposed and at risk to feeling a loss or a hurt or a pain in some way that might be uncomfortable. But this also comes with great magic, and it is a gift from the universe for you, but it's a much needed thing. And I feel also the message coming through strongly is it may be more like a sudden, I think there's a lot of, I don't even know what the right word is here, but because you've been held back and because it's more evident to you from the place you're coming from, it might be impacting you more heavily than what is actually happening at first. But I feel like after a while, things kind of balance out and you become more aware that maybe the sadness isn't as pointed and heavy as maybe it appears to be in how you're taking it, because of the fear that you've generated from within you. So it generates a bigger thing than what's actually happening here. So there's a need to just remain in, if you can't see something as being really positive, just in a neutral kind of zone, regardless if it feels like it's heavy or like it's a sad energy, or bringing out an uncomfortable energy here, or appearing like it's going towards something here that's vulnerable. Spirit saying take it as a neutral thing if you can, because you're going to build energetically some sort of resistance, or you're going to make up some sort of a energetic buildup in the negative. If you're not wanting to experience it, it kind of multiplies it or magnifies it in a way that I think is more difficult for you to manage. But the more you're able to face it and continue on, I feel like, and surrender, and I mean really surrender, and know that there's good as well here, allows you to heal throughout experiencing this. Then I feel like you'll never go back to this sort of a mindset, and that the release has happened. Something about the release needing to happen here, the blockage needing to be released, this kind of getting unplugged in some way to allow things to flow, is really the main thrust of what's being experienced here for you, which I think is beautiful. All right, so this is what I see for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. If this resonated, leave a like, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hi, friends. You picked pile number 2, the fluoride wand here. Beautiful. We will get into your reading, and I asked Spirit for revealing the truth to you. So what truth do you need to hear right now? What does Spirit want you to hear right now in regards to the truth needing to be revealed? So fluorite is all about getting clear and making decisions. And I feel it is a stone that allows you to kind of cleanse spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, but it provides such this energy of just really becoming clear, maybe even breaking any sort of cycles or emotional uncertainties. So could certainly be something here that's going on, but let's take a look at your oracle cards. I have not looked at them yet, so let's take a look together. So we have Ancestor of Illusion. Remember, we were talking about getting clear. So illusion, certainly the opposite of getting clear and making decisions, muddled thinking. All right, we have Back to Basics, Simplify, Reduce, and Center. We have Call for Help, Reach Out, Need for Backup, Admit Your Needs with the number 12 or the number 3. And we have 39 with Community, the number 12 or the number 3. All right, and we have 12 with Offering My Gifts, the number 12 again coming out, or the number 3, Offering My Gifts, and a hummingbird. All right. And we have Emergence. Wow. Pretty powerful card with Emergence. Let's put that right here. And we have Self-Care, Spoil Yourself in the Moonlight. All right. Let's move that over. We have Neptune. Neptune was the first planet to be discovered through mathematical calculations and not by observation, closely resembling Uranus due to its blue color, the dimensions. And dimensions. This ice giant is the 8th planet of the solar system. It travels all the way around the sun in 164 years. And its atmosphere features violent winds blowing up to 1,000 kilometers per hour. Wow. Neptune, okay. We have Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. We have 34 with Observation. Number 7. Observation. We have number 36, or the number 9, Wildness and Electricity. Look at these two cards, very similar here. Wildness and Electricity, Emergence, okay. Put that there. And we have Crystal Technology with Silicon. All right. And we have Dandelion, Vitality, Empowerment, and Perseverance. And we have 20 with Mercury and Messages. And we also have Reddening with the number 15 or the number 6 coming out again. I think you had 6 somewhere here. Did you not? No. Sorry, I thought you did. Reddening. But we do see the snakes here and here. And snakes all about healing and wisdom. A wisdom from healing is what I heard Spirit just say. Wisdom in healing. Okay, let's also pull some tarot cards here just so we can get a little bit more. Spirit, thank you so much for a clear and concise message for pile number 2. Can we see a bit more of the truth that is being revealed that they need to hear right now? All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And we have the Page of Cups upright. And we also have the Star card. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I'll probably just put it here. You might not see it all, but okay. Pile number 2. I feel like there's been a lot of confusion around you, and it's making you doubt yourself. It's made you doubt yourself, I should say. I feel like it's generated just a whole bunch of confusion, and it's also generated maybe pushing you in directions that you're not really wanting, or that you haven't really I don't know, I feel like you haven't really fought against. You're just kind of up until this point, you've just kind of allowed yourself to be thrown into situations here that I don't feel is helping you. But I feel like what Spirit is saying here, the truth that is being revealed, is you're waking up to your own ability to manage yourself and your own thoughts and bring about into your own life control. And this is a biggie, because I feel like there's this passive energy about you, or at least you've been pulled into not really knowing or second guessing your own self or a situation here which you felt was out of your control. And yeah, I feel like you've just had enough. I feel like you've been sitting in a state of allowing things to push and pull on you and not really move you in a direction that you're wanting. And I feel like it could be people, it could be a specific situation or a certain person, or just whatever here that's caused a lot of second guessing. And I feel you're breaking free. I feel like you're getting empowered. I feel like you are now just of an energy that you will maintain and control your own independence, your own identity, your own desire to bring into your life whatever you're wanting for yourself. And I think you're being fueled by the confusion of others, or a situation that just was disappointing, or something here that wasn't happening. And I feel like you're tired of being sad, or you're tired of reviewing, you're tired of not taking action. Whatever communications, I think, about some specific something that never happened or didn't happen or didn't lead to something here, I'm feeling led to you guys opening the door to seeing what it is that you truly want for yourself. And now you're going after your desire. You're going after your wish. You're going after what you really want here. But I feel like it comes from stemming from a place of no longer wanting to wait around or be pulled into other people's own shortcomings and taking them on as your own, or feeling like you need to, I don't know, like you need to, or you needed to take it on or take it as your own. And I'm also seeing that you are really being able to speak your truth in a way that maybe you haven't before, and stick to it and be very clear with communication. There's a lot of communication cards coming up. So I feel like either things are really unclear because there was no communication. I mean, call for help is, I mean, she has a phone here. This Mercury messages communication with this page. All about communication here, another page. But I feel like maybe there was a lot of talk, but it caused a lot of illusion. And maybe there were too many people involved, or just specifically people in a situation here weren't being clear. And I feel like maybe there was a need to understand or a need to get clear. And but I feel like it was a volatile kind of situation, or at least causing even more uncertainty. And so I feel like you just kind of pull back and had a period of non-action, really observing your own role. And now I feel like what is being communicated to you is you're now forward momentum. You're now moving forward towards allowing yourself to accept your own desire, your own goal. despite whatever situations happened here for you. So let's see if we could see some more here. Let's see some more about what this is all about. It's kind of exciting here. For pile number 2, Spirit, and this truth that's being revealed, can we see? Okay, we have Page of Cups. We have the World. Page of Cups came out again. And we have the Flying Machine. And this is the Chariot. And it was kind of coming out sideways. I feel like you're in the middle of ending a cycle here and being able to move on, move forward from something here and put it behind you. I feel like there's a love and a passion and a desire for you to chase up on a hope and move forward wherever you were stuck. Because I feel like you were stuck out of a choice of your own, but you're trying to make sense or clarify something here. Let's see if we see some more here, Spirit. Can we see some more about pile number 2? What is this truth that's being revealed to pile number 2? What is this truth? We have another page. Yeah, something about communication for sure. And this is the Page of Swords. And we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And the High Priestess. Yeah, so really, I don't know that the situation that you're in was helping. Like it was challenging. People were maybe immature, and maybe there was a lot of like, yeah, I just feel like there was a lot of conflict, a lot of immature games maybe, or uncertainty, no clarity. Could have been cyclical in nature, but I feel like there's an ending here, and there's also this with the High Priestess, like you're really in your intuition about, you know, about what you're needing to do to move forward, what you're wanting for yourself. You're really coming into an energy here of listening to your inner voice about a certain situation here, but I feel like you're no longer putting in energy or time or effort in trying to understand it. I feel like you're just listening to your intuition about where you're supposed to be moving now, how you're being reborn here in towards what you want. And with offering my gifts, I feel like there's something here that you're, yeah, there's something here that's bigger than what you're thinking. Let's see, what is this gift? Pile number 2 is going to be uncovering here. What is this gift? Because, yeah, I think once you shift your focus from whatever's draining you, there's some sort of gift that you're now embracing or allowing to be born here. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Communication again. And we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. And the Fool in reverse. And the Death card in reverse. I feel like one more. This is powerful, the Magician. Exactly. Okay. Very interesting energy, pile number 2. So a lack of communication, a lack of movement, things are unclear, something about you really involved in it seemed like other people's energy and not knowing what's up, what's down, and you finally taking the bull by the horns and breaking free out of some sort of situational prison is all I can say, because either there was no movement or this, yeah, it seemed like a stale energy where there was no movement, and maybe people weren't wanting to take a risk or start in a new path or break free from something and transform and allow things to progress. They're hanging on to the old, and I feel like you were sucked into or involved into someone else's inability to change, or someone else's inability to let go of old, to start anew, to see what sort of new progress could be made. So I feel you're breaking free and you're embracing this Magician energy, and this is again communication. So lots to do with communication, and I feel like either somebody wasn't communicating to you truth, because we were seeing the High Priestess, or there was a knowing that you had, but the communication never came. So now you're just embracing your own magician and manifesting your own gifts towards you. So if you were expecting there to be communication about some sort of something manifesting and it never came, you're now manifesting that through another means into your own life. You're kind of abandoning, breaking free out of some prison here, of a circumstantial prison where there was no movement, was no change. People were stuck in their ways, and I feel like there was a lot of uncertainty because things weren't clear. And you're now saying, I'm getting clear, I'm bringing in what I want because I'm certain and I'm clear. And that's what you're that's the gift that you're bringing towards yourself, whether you know it or not. But I feel like there's this breaking out energy, freedom, and no longer wanting to be stuck in a situation that might need to come to an end, or has come to an end, or is stale, because it's like I said, cyclical, or just the same thing that needs to be released or freed or broken. Okay, let's see final words here from Spirit for pile number 2. What is this truth that pile number 2 is now being revealed? What is this truth for pile number 2? Magician in reverse. What is this truth here for pile number 2? Page of Swords coming out again. What is this? Final words, final guidance, anything further they need to know. We have the High Priestess coming out again. Interesting. I'm going to pull 2 more cards here. 2 more spirits. What is this truth pile number 2 needs to know? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. Wow, this is some powerful energy. So, people don't like when you know what you want. People do not like this at all. Pile number 2. I feel like there is people wanting to keep things stagnant for their own benefit. And they want there to be whatever dramas that they have in their life, and they're wanting to maintain this type of an energy around you. And what Spirit is saying is that these energies are holding you back, or they're intending on holding you back, or wanting to keep you kind of held back here, because it helps to further their own agenda, or gain whatever they're wanting to gain from your energy of being around here. But I feel like your inner voice and your intuition knows better, although there's lots hidden about these people's motives. And I feel like the only way for you to change the way in which the wheel is spinning and get out of a slump here is to break away and manifest your own desire here. Because I still feel like if this person is communicating, or if you're getting communications here, there's still some manipulative energies that is still trying to keep you back, or still deceptive, or still sabotagey in some way, or self-serving energies here. I don't want to leave it like this. I guess what Spirit is saying is that this energy is still in this state, which I think we knew, because we saw the Death in reverse there, and things needing to change and not changing, and you kind of emerging in your own power, in your own ability to break free here after witnessing and being a part of some situation, which I do not like. Spirit, can we see something closing this out? Like, what is this that pile number 2 needs to know about this? Why are we showing them this energy? Why are we showing pile number 2 this energy? Final words. What further do they need to know? What further do they need to know? Back to the basics. The Fool. Death. Now they're all upright. 7 of Swords. Again, and again. And we got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like one more card here. The high priestess, the high priest, sorry, this is the Hierophant. The Hierophant coming out. All right. And now we have the Fool, the Death, and the Upright. So what I'm seeing from this, beautiful people, is that your ability to gain control, your ability to move forward, and with back to basics, I feel like even just releasing yourself from a negative environment, situation, person, circumstance, people, allows you to have a new beginning and allows a situation to transform here that was otherwise not changing. And I feel like there is an emphasis here on sticking to what you know to be true and your values. And I feel like there is something about coming together to find a solution to some sort of a coming together, some sort of an ability to make something happen here. I'm seeing 2 keys, and then I'm seeing a ring here, which is all about commitments, higher level of commitments. And I am feeling 2 energies coming together here. And I am feeling 2 people working together here, this being upside down. I feel like by you removing yourself as an option here, because I feel like you may be being treated like an option or not a priority, or someone's putting you in some sort of a backseat to their own thing, and they're just, yeah, they're being shady or deceptive or at least self-serving in some way. And I feel like your new beginning and pulling away, your transformation of this situation by not just being this like floaty thing, allows yourself to focus on what you're wanting to be committed to here. But I also feel like this provides some sort of a solution within this partnership, which I think is a little bit fact, if you ask me, because I think you're just done. So I mean, sometimes it takes you being done for other parties to recognize where they might have been fucked up. I don't know what else to tell you here, but you're getting empowered to move through and focus on self. And I feel like this allows things to shift and change. Yeah, and I really feel like with this high priest, and we were seeing high priestess, like I feel there's some sort of sacred union or some sort of coming together here for the greater commitment or the greater cause of something, but through a lot of strife and adversity and a lot of pain. Yeah, situation definitely needing to transform here. But I feel like it is all instigated from you releasing yourself. No more held back energy here. And I feel you use this to fuel yourself. Okay, so you could possibly be quite angry here as well. Angry because, again, I feel like there was a lot of confusion, or whatever communication wasn't happening, or what clarity you needed did not come. You had to kind of make sense of things on your own and rely on your own kind of intuition here. But I just feel like you're just done with it all. So the fact that you're done, you know, now I feel there is some sort of merging, but might be too late. Might be too late here for you guys, because I feel you guys gave it your all here. All right, so I don't know if this helps, but this is all I have, and it's a repeating message, so I ain't gonna pull any more cards here. I wish you guys the very best. You don't need to be treated like an option. If somebody is uncertain or unclear, then you know my stance on that. Then you go make yourself clear, and they can remain in their uncertainty. All right, I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. If you pick the Shungite wand, then this is your reading. And Shungite is beautiful stone because it helps with the EMFs, and that's the transmission of the negative energy that technology can put off, but it protects you from that. So I do feel like it's a protection stone for sure. Very grounding too. So let's see. We will be taking a look at the truth that is being revealed to you, what spirit is wanting you to know, what truth is being revealed, right now to you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this video, this message was meant to find you. All right, so we have Spirit of Healing. Isn't that powerful? Spirit of Healing. Beautiful. We have Psychic Strength, Shield, Talisman, and Gold Light. Wow. Shield. I was definitely getting, like I said, protection from EMFs. It's like a protection, a shield. Psychic Strength. That's absolutely beautiful. Spirit of Healing, Psychic Strength. This is giving me really intense, powerful energy, pile number 3. Let's keep going. So we have Eternal Youth, Energy, Newness, and Vitality with number 1 here. Eternal Youth. Beautiful. Look at their eyes. Very similar, very haunting eyes here. Talisman. Okay. We have Pathway, number 35, or the number 8. Bunch of butterflies. Pathway, all about coming to a crossroads or a choice. We have 19, or the number 10, with creating personal space. Creating personal space. And then we have the Mystic. Beautiful. And her third eye is highlighted with a star here. The Mystic. We have North Star. Hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. North Star. Hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. We have Ceres, or Charis, I'm not sure how to read it. Ceres, the smallest dwarf planet in the solar system at over 900 kilometers in diameter. Ceres is also the biggest asteroid body revolving around the sun and measuring between a few meters and hundreds of kilometers. It is a part of the main asteroid belt located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Ceres is composed of rocky core covered with a layer of ice and crust. Okay. We have Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. We have Balance with the number 4. We have Light with Sun, the number 6. Look at that. Wow. Sun. Okay. Let's move those over slightly. We have Oya with Protection. Again, you guys, this is the third thing coming up with protection. Interesting. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put that there. Protection. Wow. We have White, Source, Divinity, Enlightenment. Very interesting. We have Jupiter with Abundance. We mentioned Jupiter here with that Ceres planet. It says it orbits between Mars and Jupiter. So Jupiter coming out again, number 23, or the number 5. Abundance. And we have Virgo with Digest, the number 6, coming out again. Digest. Okay. And we have Yellowing. Yellowing, the number 14. I am going to pull some tarot as well. Spirit, for pile number 3, what is this truth being revealed to pile number 3? Clear and concise message for pile number 3. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. We have Judgment. Wow. Judgment. What else? We have the 4 of Wands. Not taking all, but I will take the bottom. That revealed itself, the King of Wands. And one more. one more. Spirit is saying the Four of Wands is upright. So let's see. What do we have? We have strength also coming out reverse. Spirit saying upright. Although it doesn't really matter so much for this message that I'm feeling. Okay, so we have heavy, heavy Leo energy here, you guys. Although it could be Aries or Sagittarius energy. But this is so, so powerful. What is being revealed to you guys in way of truths here? I feel like you guys are not aware of what sort of great abundance is coming into your life, because I feel like there's some nonchalant type energy, or like you're just kind of carrying on as usual. You're carrying on as usual, but I feel like once you turn a corner here, there's something here that you're about to partake on, some sort of decision you're going to make, or turn in the bend or something like that. Based on how you output your energy. So I feel like you're the type that's very helpful. Also somebody who likes to support or add value to other people around you here. And I feel like there's a lot of struggle that's been around you, but you've persisted here. I feel you've maintained a level of consistency, a level of balance, a level of knowing. You've been maintaining your own integrity, which I feel is a big one. And you have not allowed things to ruin your energy here. I feel like you're getting stronger and stronger when it comes to your abilities to tap into your psychic abilities, your spiritual connection, your connection to spirit, your knowing. And I feel like you're getting stronger and stronger with your knowing and your understanding. And I feel like wherever you were held back at any point, or whatever was trying to hold you back, is no longer a thing. I feel like spirit has grabbed you here and is pulling you towards a very magical and almost surreal experience that's going to be giving you a great gift. And I feel like there's a knowing, though, that you already have that this gift is coming, or some sort of an anticipation. I feel like with Jupiter and abundance here, like this is absolutely grand, and I feel like it's coming towards you because of your acts of service, your ability to really take whatever life has handed to you and make the most of it here. I feel like there is this pivotal point right now, and I do feel it with the pathway, and we're seeing this Four of Wands, which is I was talking about, this like rite of passage. There is this pivotal point right now that everything that has led up to this point in your life, or this experience, is now all being utilized in order for you to make this thing happen, or this thing is actually just happening in your world because you're able to manage it. You're able to navigate through this beautiful gift that's being gifted to you. And I do feel it is connected to spirit. It's a gift of abundance, and a gift because of your service and dedication here. And I feel like you've gone through some sort of dark night of the soul, or you've gone through a release here of what wasn't working, what didn't work for you. It's been a long road of healing, and I feel like you've been heavily, heavily protected here in your journey, because your mind could have easily have been taken into the depths of the doubt and into allowing this to ruin you in a way, or your optimism, or take you off balance. But I feel like the opposite has happened here. I feel like you're full of determination, and like, look at the eyes here really standing out. I feel like you're really confident in seeing your future here. Even these eyes, like really seeing, being very clear, and staying on the even here, focused and dedicated on what's supposed to be yours, what's supposed to come. Like, I feel like this is like the reward after a long period of you suffering, but not wallowing in any of the suffering. Like, even like this crow seems very proud. It's like, you know, something's coming here for you, and it is coming here for you, and you're right at this point, and you've transformed yourself. I was almost gonna say painlessly, but I do feel like there was pain here, but it's almost like you had to navigate through this in such a way. Yeah, I'm like blown away here. Let's see, what more is this about, Spirit? What is this truth for pile number 3 that's being revealed to them? What is this gift, and what could they be anticipating here? We have Judgment. It is in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and one more. And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, I think what Spirit is really communicating here is that at this point in your experience, you may be not understanding everything that has happened still, or like connecting it to any sort of way. So I feel like there's still a hesitancy when you do see what it is that's meant for you, what is coming in towards you, that I feel like you're in an energy of not really taking action so much here, because I feel like you're cautiously waiting, or cautiously seeing, or cautiously deciding, or there's something here about being cautious, and I feel like it's because of some sort of experience that you've had that might have, although you know something's coming, I feel like it might impact how you react here. Hold on, let me see. We have this card, Go Flying, which is the Lovers. Yeah, choice needing to be made. And then the Magician and Spirit saying upright. So, okay, this is the thing here. I feel like what I was telling you guys, you might already know the anticipation, what you've gone through, and you kind of being strong, and your ability to not let it kind of weigh you down. But I feel you're at this pivotal point here with the pathway, and the Lovers having to make a choice and a decision with what's in front of you, which way you want to go, what you're wanting to manifest for yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of weight in this decision, because I feel like you are, again, like this Queen of Pentacles coming on top of this Virgo. I mean, Pentacles is all earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but I feel like there's something about your security, something about your abundance and your stability, something about your own practical way of being that I feel is very important to you, not to rush in or make a decision or choose something here. So there's this, hesitancy, I feel. Let's see if we could see some more. Why Spirit's wanting us to talk about this hesitancy. I mean, I don't ever like seeing Judgment in reverse, because it is a need for us to face some sort of truth and deal with a situation. But I feel like maybe you have doubts stemming from something that's died, or something that has somehow organically died. Yeah, it no longer had life or something, because this is the opposite with eternal youth. Yellowing is something slowly dying, something changing, right? And then the light here with the sun, that's vitality, that's that youth again. But then we have like the doubt, we have abundance, you know, but then we're also feeling like protection. So I'm kind of feeling like there's these two duality almost here, but I do feel there is a sense of balance, and maybe you're like I said, you are keeping your eye on the prize, but it's like when you have that choice in front of you or a decision to be made, there's some hesitancy. So Spirit, can we see some more? Why are we seeing, yeah, an even 6 here, and 6 is Lovers again, which is that choice. And we might be doubting a choice that maybe once we would have made, and now we're hesitant to make that choice. What else, Spirit? Why are we seeing this? King of Pentacles now we're seeing. Yeah, so again, we saw the Queen. Now we're seeing the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That is divine counterparts here. Why are we seeing this King of Pentacles? Judgment. Yeah. Okay. And the 10 of Wands in reverse makes sense to me. And we have these 4 coming out. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The High Priestess, the High Priest in reverse. The Ace of Swords in reverse. And the 7 of Wands. Okay, this is a very specific message for you guys here. Because I feel like there's 2 things kind of going on here. There's your own spiritual growth and protection, and your own ability to bring in towards what you're wanting for yourself, like we talked about. And I feel like you have some sort of spiritual ascension happening. You're getting closer to self. You're healing yourself. You're kind of getting very clear and pointed and direct as to what it is you're wanting. But I feel like the King of Pentacles talks all about security, stability, as well as the Queen we were seeing here. But the King is, you know, this committed, fatherly type energy, very stable when it comes to practicality and commitment. But right under that, we're seeing the High Priest in reverse. And this is like about commitment, but in reverse. I feel like there's something to do with commitment. And potentially somebody not putting in energy or effort here with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is like, you know, the breadcrumbing card, or where somebody isn't doing a balanced give and take. I feel balance is important to you. Stability is important to you. There's an awareness with Judgment here of what's important. There's a review of the past and what has happened here. And you're coming into an awareness here. And I feel like the 10 of Wands is where you can't know more. You know, the burden is broken. Because one extra wand just makes everything fall apart. So I feel something's fallen apart because you cannot know more in some situation here. And I feel like the truth, which is not being spoken here with the Ace of Swords in reverse, the truth not being spoken here is all the clarity or the judgment that you're kind of working with. So it's like, if this King of Pentacles is not committed or not communicating or not investing here, I feel like it is the realization that you're having here that you can't know more. You can no longer carry some burden. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here with the 7 of Wands is your ability to stand your ground, your ability to fight for what you want, or the desire of what you want here. You know, you're in a position to fight for what you're wanting, but I don't feel like you're wanting to fight. I feel like you're kind of in a state of, like I said, hesitation. You're hesitating because I feel like, yeah, this energy just is not, it's like a recognition. I think you're really recognizing where you were fighting, maybe where you're investing, and you're just kind of no longer wanting to carry a burden. You're in this reckoning or realization. Okay, so Spirit, why do we see this, and what is this telling pile number 3 exactly? Oops, let me pick up that card. Okay, so why is this message coming forward for pile number 3? What is this message all about? 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, why does pile number 3 need to hear this message? The truth that is being revealed to pile number 3. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. Temperance. One more King of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So it's like we're digging down into this rabbit hole of sorts, and I feel like, remember, there's some sort of choice, or some sort of choice, but you're faced with doubt. And I think you're faced with doubt because I feel somebody here is not stepping into their power here. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody isn't confident enough, and I feel like something's called off here because the Four of Wands is all about coming together. It's like the marriage, the union, and in reverse it's like it's being called off here. And there's something to do with sadness with the Five of Cups. This is like feeling a loss, regret, sadness. I feel your energy is this beautiful Queen of Cups. This is a loving energy here. Spirit is saying the shoe's on the other foot. Spirit's saying you're no longer wanting to put in energy or go after something here. And I feel like you're being extended a cup of love. And I feel like you're calling something off here because you're uncertain. All you've been shown is like things that make you doubt. So there is this it's like an balance the other way now, though. It's still imbalanced because I feel you're not stepping forward. You call something off here. So I feel there's an outpour of emotion here because I feel somebody feels a loss. There's a sadness here. I feel on both sides, but specifically I feel whoever is wanting to pour in this energy, which I feel is that King of Pentacles slash counterpart, is stepping forward with some emotional love, but I feel like it doesn't make you want to come together. In fact, you're removed from that. And let's see why you're removed. I think just because you have doubts and how maybe you've been I think that I think it kind of ended at some point, or it naturally, organically died because it wasn't being nurtured. And I feel like you might have nurtured it at some point, but I feel like you're aligning with your own spirituality. I feel like you're really protected too from being pulled into maybe a situation here in which you just no longer want to be a part of. Spirit, am I getting that correct? Can we get a little bit deeper insight here before we wrap up for pile number 3? What is this truth that is being revealed to pile number 3? What is this all about? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, the wheel spinning the other way. The Six of Wands. The High Priestess. The Fool in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You guys let go of a situation here. I feel like the wheel turns in the other way now, because I feel like maybe you're trying to work on something or make something here at some point, and you just kind of allow things to flow. This is also about like being recognized, like having public victory in some way, success in some way. And what I feel, this right beside this High Priestess, is like revealing hidden truths here, or at least revealing what has been hidden for a long time. And I feel like a new beginning is stunted here. You let go of exploring a new beginning here in a direction maybe that you intended on one time exploring. But I feel like you're listening to your intuition here. You're no longer wanting to repeat a cycle. You're kind of breaking free from a cycle here, letting go, not hanging on to, so it doesn't allow you to have a new beginning in a continuous cycle here. You doubt the progress or the success is going to be aligned with your High Priestess, which is your intuition's telling you something that you're listening to, and that's your protection here. And it could very well be this, you know, counterpart who was just, not contributing, not investing, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, all of a sudden feeling emotions or opening up emotionally. But I feel like there's something about it not being practical, or some commitment not coming here, in which, even if it does, I feel like you're now doubting this connection. There's a yellowing. There's this organic death of something here that is just not happening. And I do feel like you're wanting your abundance, and you're only focused on what that looks like for yourself, bringing that in for yourself, servicing yourself, and doubting whatever this energy is trying to bring towards you. Yeah, you're going to stick to your own North Star, your own guidance here. Okay, spirits, so final words here for beautiful pile number 3. Wow, that's pretty powerful. What does pile number 3 need to know about their situation here? What further do they need to know? Any guidance? Anything further? So we have the Queen of Swords. Yep, that's definitely your energy. Page of Cups. Justice. Look at that. And the Three of Swords. Oof, I can't end it on a Three of Swords. It's all right. This is pretty powerful message here if you guys are still following here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and my email's going off, confirming. Knight of Wands. Okay, very clear. Knight of Swords. Two of Pentacles reverse. King of Wands coming out again reverse. Okay, so this is a very powerful, strong message. Remember, only take what's resonating for you. If it doesn't feel like your message, leave it aside. If you're resonating with this, then chances are this is your message. So you lay a boundary. You're very clear. Queen of Swords knows what she wants. And I feel this person knows what they want, and they're following their North Star, and they're no longer being pulled into uncertainties. And I feel what's happening here is there is a release. And in order for you to allow yourself to move forward towards your creativity or love, or opening the door to love, there has to be a release of something here that just died on its own because of maybe somebody's inability to show up, someone's inability to find the courage to fight for this connection. And so I feel like karma's in play now. Okay, the truth is coming out, and karma's in play with this Justice. And I feel like if you were on the side that spoke your truth and walked your truth with the Sword of Truth here, then you're now getting your love. You're now opening the door to your own what you deserve here. And I feel like whoever, whatever person here that you were involved with, or who wasn't stepping forward or wasn't committing or something, is now experiencing some sort of Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. And I feel like you've potentially experienced the heartbreak, and with the yellowing, you're coming out of that state, or at least the bulk of this heartbreak or heartache has been released. So you're hesitant about this energy, and you're kind of observing, witnessing what's happening here. And I feel like what's happening is there's some karmic heartbreaks happening here from somebody, and I feel like this somebody is potentially opening up with communication here, but I feel like you're boundaried up, and you're just no longer interested or hesitant or wanting to decide that, because we were seeing the Lovers, we were seeing choice, we were seeing pathway. So I feel like your decision here, again, you can decide what you want, but I feel like your decision here is you don't want to involve yourself where you felt heartbreak. You're wanting, justice in a situation here for yourself. So you're kind of just shifting, focusing on your own desire. But I feel like on the flip side, somebody's experiencing heartache. Now, the Knight of Wands could represent this person's energy, in which they might have been hot and cold, or coming in and out and igniting you and then leaving, igniting you and then leaving. And I feel like what this is doing is causing you to develop some sort of callus here, and you focus on your new beginning of something that is actually grounded, something that's actually practical for yourself, and you adapt this Knight of Swords energy. You adapt this sort of energy where you're fighting for your own desire of manifesting something here, and no longer being, treated like an option, and you're prioritizing yourself here, where maybe somebody else was not choosing you or treating you like a priority. But I also feel like this energy is trying to fight for some sort of a a change here, but I don't feel like you give in. I feel like you don't budge, and this person's no longer approaching you like a Knight of Wands. This person now is trying to approach you like a Knight of Swords, and maybe trying to, you know, make it so you're not an option. But I feel you're really focused on a new beginning for yourself, and not necessarily within this connection, because we were seeing the Fool in reverse here. So I feel like, yeah, the situation kind of fucked itself over here by somebody's inability to find courage or strength within themselves to deliver some sort of truth. Wow, that's really powerful. Okay, let's just see final words here. We have the Page of Pentacles. Spirit is saying upright. Page of Pentacles and final words, advice, pile number 3. Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Wands. Yeah, I think what Spirit is saying is you're looking to your future here, and you turn your back on a situation with the 3 of Wands for your ships to come in, and you're kind of wanting your own opportunity here of something that's grounded. So I feel like you're trying to put an end to something here. But I feel like with the 10 of Swords in reverse, like it doesn't quite come to an end. It's still kind of not having closure here. And I feel like why is because I feel there's an energy here that's still trying to connect with you in some way, but I feel you're really hesitant and you're more focused on your own desire here. And you're kind of looking from a state of doubt because of your experience. You're protected, you're balanced, and I feel like it could very well be divine masculine energy because we are seeing the Sun there. We were seeing the Lovers, and I feel like you're yeah, like you're in a state of more focused on your own healing, and that's where your focus is. Like the star is all about healing, and this is in the third eye, so I think you're really determined on your healing, what's going to cause healing. And I don't think that this situation made you feel healed or contributed to your healing, so you're really listening to that. But I don't feel like it's over, or at least it doesn't have closure here. But I feel you still turn your back on a situation here to prepare for your own future. And I feel like you have a new beginning for yourself here. I'm going to pull just one clarifier for this 10 of Swords in reverse. This is the 3 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, there's like, you don't want to reconcile. And for some of you guys, it could very well be a third party type situation here because you are seeing the 3 of Cups. So you'd no longer want to be just a option. And I feel like you also want seriousness where there might have not have been seriousness, because they might have been treating you like just kind of coming around when they want to celebrate. Like that Knight of Wands, more light energy. 3 of Cups is like light-hearted energy. And I feel like you just kind of put an end to that. And you're wanting to turn your back on a situation here and go after your own manifestations. And I feel you're really protected to do this. And this thing kind of did it to itself. I feel like the yellowing here, it's like an organic death of something here that could have been something. But I feel like Spirit really wants to emphasize what you're not seeing here in this is, or at least the truth is that you're bringing in this abundance and great healing from your own ability to stay strong and true to what you want. And there's this, like I said, this energy about you where you could get bitter or angry, but I feel like you use this to give you strength to focus on your desire. And there's this this ability for you to get in tune with your psychic abilities here and really read a situation here for what it is. And be selective of where you're investing, because I feel like you want to provide service here, but now you're doubtful of, you know, if somebody isn't contributing, if somebody isn't reciprocating here and they come forward, you're still looking at this like, okay, I know what I've experienced here and I'm not wanting to put myself in a position of compromise anymore. And that's your decision. So yeah, I feel it's very empowering. Again, just take whatever resonates here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. And I will see you soon. Bye.